All right, everyone, welcome. My name is Danny Ross, and I will be your guide on this AI Lunch and Learn Tuesday edition. All right, hold on just a second. I need to get some more what we call light on this thing here. Hold on. As I was saying, my name is Danny Ross, and I'm going to be your guide for the AI Lunch and Learn Tuesday edition. We do this every Tuesday where we welcome people into the training. We talk about what's new, what's been interesting going on in AI. You can ask questions regarding the Build Biz platform, the AppServer.ai platform, the Lead Biz platform, essentially all of the different ways that AI is helping us to build new things. So if you have a question, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Feel free to share where you're from and whether or not this is your first session. If you want to ask a general question, I'm here to answer those questions. Our sessions are 12 noon Pacific or 3 p.m. Eastern, and they're more targeted towards people who are using our platform as a white label. So, and that one is the AI workstation session. That's a little different. Please feel free to join us. If you're in the platform, you just click the register now button and then you click add the calendar. Again, please share if this is your very first time. I see some new names on there and I see familiar names as well. When you join the platform, a good place to start is the start here button. That's where I tell people to go. What is going on today? I think my Zoom is running a little slowly. It's showing us a special effects landscape, but not the actual platform. How many logins do I have going here? I do have quite a few. So I'll shut down some of these and see if that helps. There we go. Took a minute. Could be an internet issue. Here you can see the big old start button. You click on that. It drops you into where you can watch some of the previous videos, the AI in 1 hour session. As a matter of fact, we're having one tonight, and I will give you a special invite to that. That is a really good place to start if you have never seen any of our training. Well, let's grab a link here for you, and I'll bring this over so you can see what I'm doing. From the Digital Express, you can go to 1000X AI training. I'm part of the 1000X team, and this is the link here for the session this evening. It's 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll drop that in the chat for everyone. We're going to build an app in an hour. You can get the idea, the power of AI or the AI agentic experience and learn. Also, I do walk through how to speak to AI. We give you a slow version of the training. Highly recommend that you start again tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. The link is in the chat. Just go ahead and register, and you are in. Really good place to learn and understand. In the Start Here section, you can see all of the videos that give you a quick overview of some of the key AI apps in the platform. A real fun place to start. And we also have how to edit. I'll show you that quickly. Up at the top, if you notice, there is a little kind of a favorites section that I've created here for everybody. And what is really interesting about this is it kind of works just like your phone. Okay. You can click on an app and drag and drop it from the top down. You can rearrange your apps any way you want them to be. You can drop your apps into a folder. You can create a category or a folder and just drag apps into the folder. For example, I have one here that has all of the old session information. They're archived website makers, which we don't recommend using anymore, but I don't delete them because I do want people to be able to, if they already started using them, continue. But these are definitely ones you don't want to use to build your websites anymore. The best one is this Yo website and funnel maker. That is the newest one. That's why it's in my favorites. You just grab anything that you want to add to your favorites and drag it up here like that. Now that would be in my favorites. You can also delete an icon if you want to clean up a little bit. And if you accidentally delete too many apps, you can bring them right back. They would be sitting in here and you just click open. The other nice thing about this screen, the App Store, is that you can see all of the app descriptions. You get a bigger view of the icon. It's a good place to start. I highly recommend scrolling through, see if you find an app that you like, and click on it. For example, create AI movies. This is a good one to describe what you want. And then, so all you need to do is you can upload an image that you want to use in your movie, and then you can write a description of what you want. It has options. You can customize it for speed, quality, special effects, and it will generate at a certain number of credits. And then remember, your credits are here. If you don't have any, you just purchase credits right here for $6.99 for 1,000 credits. So you can make quite a few different movies and images for $6.99. For example, yesterday 3 days ago, I was in here playing with this one. I created a little special effects video I wanted to utilize as a background. So I could take this movie and apply it to any website as a background. So let's say I wanted to add it, and I'll show you another app. One of my favorite apps is the AEO website maker. You could go in here and you can say, all right, I want that one to be the background image for something like this. I can go in here to edit page. Actually, the best way to do it, let me be clearer. The best way to do it is upload that movie to YouTube or somewhere, YouTube, Vistia, Vimeo, any of those kind of video makers. That makes it better because it has a shareable link or an embed code, and either one of those are much easier to work with. If I go up here to YouTube, let's see if I have YouTube. I'm gonna go there. I should be already logged in. Yes, I am. I can go to create and I can go here. If I haven't already uploaded this one, I should actually check to see if I've uploaded it already. Yep, I did. I just uploaded it, didn't do anything to it. It's unlisted, so you can't really find it. And it will be available for me to add to my website. So I can go here to edit website. And then I can go to the settings. Right now I have a static image in the background. I can tell it, hey, I like that static image, but hey, let's actually do it instead. Let's do a YouTube video. And so now we've replaced the background image with a YouTube video. Then I can go here and click save. When I go into the actual video, let's do a preview of it. You can see the video in the background now instead of, and it's just going to loop because I just have it set for looping. There's no sound to it. It's just a video. That's how you can replace the background image in your website. But a nice little interesting video. Hopefully that made sense to everybody. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Remember, put a one in the chat if this is your very first time being on here. If you have a question, please go ahead and drop that in the chat as well. Hey, Frank, welcome. Hopefully, you didn't miss too much. The idea of these sessions is to give everybody a place to learn about AI, and I also answer specific questions on how to do things in the platform. If this is your first session, I would also recommend you come and join us in the evening. We have a session on here every Tuesday evening, well, every other Tuesday evening. Tonight happens to be the week we do this, and it's at 7 p.m. That's the link. It's free. There's no cost to come. We start at the very beginning. We talk about how to create good prompts. We talk about what is AI, and tonight we're doing the AI app in an hour exercise. If you're available, please go ahead and jump on. And that class is really a good beginner class. This one is a little advanced sometimes because we're already into the platform and I'm showing everybody how to do certain things. I had some questions that I was answering. If you're brand new to the platform, go to the Start Here button. For people wondering, where is this platform that I keep speaking of? This is the Build Biz platform. It's 60 plus apps in one platform. You can start a free trial. We have a 7-day free trial. You immediately get 11 workbooks, one book and 10 workbooks that you can download 15 minutes in. Again, welcome. And suggestion is you jump on the evening 7 p.m. session where we go from beginning. I see some familiar names. I see Delinda, Michelle. Welcome. We're having fun. We're just getting started. I showed you how to wander around some of the primary. By the way, I also should have mentioned, wow, today's one of my days. I showed you some of the other recorded videos that are like platform specific things. And then these sessions that I do here are recorded. If you have a specific one that you were part of, as far as a Tuesday call, and you want it uploaded immediately, just send me an email and I'm happy to make it a priority to get it up there. Feel free to reach out to me if you have a specific video you'd like to see up there. I'm happy to do that as well. If you do want to reach out to me and get on the calendar, here is my calendar link. I'm giving you guys all kinds of links at one time just to get that out of the way. All right, perfect. Next, I wanted to talk a little bit about today. We just launched a new version of the AppServer.ai. That is new. I'm actually need to update the link. I'll show you two things at once. Let's see here. I don't remember if let's see, is this pointing to the old one? Nope, this is pointing to the new one. Perfect. In the platform, you can search or just type in App Server and it'll take you to this link. I need to create a little brighter icon. This is all, you know, how the barber always has a bad haircut because he doesn't have time to cut his own hair. But I did over the weekend totally rebuild this landing page. This is AppServer.ai. It takes you outside of the platform. It is also a free trial. And you can build and launch your first app in literally less than an hour. It is a lot of fun. This is what we call vibe coding. I just did this over the weekend. Everything you see here was built in AppServer.ai. The landing page, the video was built in the BuildBiz platform. There's so many fun and easy things that you can do in the Create AI video. I built this from scratch in a couple of minutes. Frank, do you have a domain name or URL for your business? If you do, drop it in the chat and I'll show you how this works.
Imagine creating powerful AI-driven apps without writing a single line of code. Build and launch your first AI app in under an hour. No code, no drama. Turn your vision into reality effortlessly. Craft and launch your dream app before your coffee cools. No developers, no endless meetings. AppServer.ai is your AI CTO. It plans, codes, tests, and deploys full-stack apps from plain English prompts. Experience the magic of vibe coding, where plain English becomes cutting-edge software. Effortlessly integrate with common SaaS tools in just one click. Integrations, connect payments, CRM analytics maps.
Well, let's go ahead and do the same thing for Frank, just as a demo. Let's drop this in here. There we go. Perfect. We have the link here. I'll get the full link. And you can see that it's project management. We get some idea of what it is. It's sort of a forms connection, connect with me page. We'll drop that in here. You can pick whatever methodology you're going for. And under advanced settings, you can drop it in there with that and it'll take the defaults, or you can change the voice.
Welcome to our AI-powered.
So that's Adam, and I always change the voice because Adam is everywhere. You can upload your own music. There is a music maker, instrumental music maker app in the platform, but we'll choose something a little different. So you can upload your own music. You can go in and do a highlight, change your colors. Yours is a bit conservative, so we'll do a simple one here. You can pick a number of slides. 60 seconds is about 6 slides. I don't recommend going above 2 minutes for any of these. That's really all you need to do, and you tell it to go. It's going to go ahead and try to make a video from what it can grab on your page here. It's going to take a look at the text and the information that you have here. It's going to try to build some information. Now, it doesn't grab pictures. I'm going to grab a picture of you, Frank, and drop it into where we're going to edit the video later. I'll show you exactly how that works. All right, cool. That's running. I was showing you App Server, and you can watch the video to get a little more detail on it. It allows you to build web applications, mobile applications, and crypto projects. I actually haven't done a crypto project myself. My developers put that together. I personally don't build anything in crypto, but mobile, web and mobile apps. Absolutely recommend no matter what you're going to build, you start with a web application. You can share a web app with anybody on both desktop and mobile. You don't necessarily have to build a mobile app for people to use your app. You can build a web-based app, and that's where I suggest you start. Mobile apps are more if you're going to upload them to Apple and Google Play stores and Apple Store. That's only, and the only way people can access those apps, obviously, is through App Store. That's why I said it's a very limiting thing. Whereas if you build it on a web app, they can run it on mobile as well. I'll show you some examples in just a second. You get everything you need. The agent acts like an AI chief technology officer. You get front end, back end. It's vibe coding. It's super simple. You describe your idea of what you want to the AI and it starts building. You can use it for everything from just your own personal business app to an agency style where you're selling apps. You can use it for marketing, for dashboards, all kinds of things. Do you need to code? That's the whole point of vibe coding is you do not. I have my calendar on here and I built this entire page using the AppServer app. That's what I'm trying to point out to everybody. You can build a whole app and then have people get started. When you land on the coding page, it'll give you the ability to pop in. I'm going to build, it gives some examples here. For example, it's like event, social ad builder. This is what the prompts look like. It's just text, and you can add an image, like if you had a logo or something. Let me bring in another version of this where I have some, because I don't want to sign in or sign up here. I'm already a user. This is an example of an app that I'm building for a customer right now. And it will actually be available. Sorry about the window sizing here. We're actually way into the build here. I'm building a lot of things. Let me do two things. I'm going to actually have it do a new one for us, just so you can see both. Let me duplicate this tab here. Hold on. I'm going to show you a simple app you can build. We have a little travel planner here, and I'll just tell it to go. That's the whole sentence, and I click go. It's going to start building on the app is going to start building right there. Going back to the app that I was building for another customer, this is a more complicated app where you can sign up, you can take your code. I'm building this for a woman and she's in the government contracting training space. So this is what we call a lead magnet, where you can upload some information about yourself, and then you can see if you are a match to an RFP that's out there on maybe sam.gov. I really wanted to show it as an example. So I could say, get started. It's free, or I can log in. Since I've already obviously set up a trial account, I can go ahead and log in. Now I have my business information. I used it, number one, to build that website, AppServer.ai. That was the landing page. I used the same app to build an app. In this case, the app is, hey, I have all my business information. This is a fictitious thing, so don't worry about it. I'm not sharing anybody's personal information. Obviously, the banking routing number is 1234556. It's not real. And then I can then go on to the second step. I can either upload files of the RFP. So I can pick a file for, here's a solicitation. And again, this app could be anything. I'm just showing it to you guys as an example of an AI app that I built for a customer, a real business app. I can upload the attached documents and then I can tell it to analyze. Or I could put in sam.gov URL and tell it to analyze. And so it's going to compare my capabilities because in my first screen, I put in my capabilities and what I'm good at. If you're familiar with government contracting, there's an NAICS code that says what general area that I do this in. And so it gave me back a match score of 85%. It said I was a perfect match. Had all the certifications, my capabilities were good, my experience was good, strengths perfect, areas. We got some places we need to improve. For example, I did not have a lot of detail on previous jobs that gives you recommendations on what you can do. The idea is this app is used to perform an analysis of whether I'm a good match for this particular job. If I picked another URL or another job, so this is let's find one. This is a Fort Gibson replace spillway bridge. We could get this URL here and drop it into the app and do the same analysis. Let's do another one. We're going to analyze another opportunity. And instead, I'm going to do a URL this time instead of an upload. And I can do that match. And so now it's going to show me whether or not it thinks that I'm a good match for this particular type of job. I've told it take up to about 30 seconds to analyze. When I created the app, you can set the limits on how I can do this. And so it's going to take about 30 seconds to do that analysis. While it is doing that, let's go back to where we were. I have too many apps open. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We were over here creating a video for our friend Frank. All right, let's go down here and watch Frank's video that it created by itself. Again, no direction from us.
Discover how Whitfield Innovation Strategy Engagement Design and Development, LLC, WISE 2, turns visionary concepts into reality with expert project management services. Empower yourself with our executive coaching and leadership development programs tailored for those who seek strategic direction. Unlock your organization's potential with our innovative staff training and strategic planning solutions that drive growth. Transform communities through impactful projects by engaging stakeholders and securing necessary resources. Founded by Frank Whitfield, WISE 2 brings unparalleled experience across nonprofit, government, and corporate sectors. Visit our website today to learn how WISE 2 can help you achieve your goals and secure your community's future.
For example, when introducing Frank, we would upload Frank's photo here. Remember, I did a screenshot of it. There we go. There's Frank. We would drop that right there. We want to grab a good image of him to replace. Here's a question, Frank. When you pronounce your company, do you call it WISE 2 like the AI is doing? Let me know if that's how you pronounce it. If not, we can figure it out. So you want it to be WISE D2? Just let me know if that's how you want the AI to pronounce it. So in other words, if I drop a space in here now, it'll say WISE D2. Is that how you want it to say it? Okay, perfect. Let's go back up here and fix that. By the way, this stuff here, discover how Whitfield Innovation Strategy Engagement, Design, and Development turns visionary concepts into da 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 da. What is the problem with this? It's good to read that stuff, but when you're doing a VSL or video sales letter, you want your concepts to be incredibly simple, fifth grade style. Even though you're speaking to a sophisticated audience, you want to keep it simple. Instead of discover Whitfield innovation strategy, none of that is important to the person at this stage of the video. They're trying to find out what's in it for them. People don't buy features or names unless it's a very well-known brand name. They buy whatever is in it for them. Discover how WISE D2 turns visionary concepts into reality with expert project management services is much better because all it says is we can help you do this. I would recommend when you're editing these things, keep it simple. Now, don't get me wrong, you do want to put in enough detail. The next thing is, okay, you made a statement. The next thing you want to do is say how, right? And so you're going to empower yourself. We're going to unlock your organization's potential with our innovative staff training. Now you're getting into the how. And then, of course, the next thing is you're going to want to get into specifics about how they can reach you. Visit our website to learn how WISE D2 can help you achieve your goals. If it's project management, This is not a bad image. You can ask the AI to create another image. For example, I just downloaded that one, so I have it. But if you don't like the specific image that it generated, you can just tell it to refresh and it'll generate another one. Or you can go in and create a new image for it. We have great image creation tools in the platform. We can create custom images focused on your specific goals, and you can describe exactly what you want and it'll generate that specific image. Let me grab another window here. Let me try to find one that is a little bit more useful. All righty, let's bring this over. Perfect. And let's log in. Should log me in automatically. All right, cool. We have these apps here where you can describe what it is you want, and you can see these are some of the images that are out there. You can use any of these that you create. And these are just some examples, particularly like this one, which is about revenue generation and AI helping you do that. I like that one. I use that one a lot. But you can create all of these images in this app. And so essentially what we would do is we would tell the business, if I tell it to scan this information here, we'll skip that. We can tell, actually, let's just grab the text at the bottom here. There we go. Project management for leaders. You can actually just grab it and create some image ideas for you. So you can drop information about your organization in here, have the AI take a quick look at it, and come back with some really good things for you. Let's go back to our analysis here. Let's see where we are. The travel planner is done. All right, we had one sentence: build a travel itinerary planner with maps, attractions, and hotels. It created this app for us in a couple of minutes, and you can kind of search Manhattan. Let's see if this actually, whoops, what did I just click on? Sorry. I'm having errors everywhere here today. Refresh, please. Total cost $0. And so it's just taking some simple things and adding pricing and kind of adding them up. It's an app that needs more help. We have the ability to add attractions. We would want to drop in new attractions. You got hotels. This is a real simple app. I would build it out with more functionality, but it's showing you how when you add, basically a giant calculator, in my opinion. Let's see, the map, New York City. It's not real yet. What we would want to do is we would add a API to Google Maps, and then it would show you exactly where you're going, including all of the things that you've selected here. That would be my next step if I was building this app. I would tell it, let's connect in a real mapping solution. And you could use any mapping solution as long as it has an API. And then you would continue to iterate on your travel planner here. This is just an example of how you can build out an app in a couple of seconds. If I go back here and I pick another one, real estate note-taking app, fitness tracker. Let's do the fitness tracker. We'll kick that off. All right, so that's another fun app that we can do. Michelle, I just noticed I'll let you know. Her name is Nikki Glazier. I'll give her your contact information. The app I'm looking to create is to help my clients find grants they may be eligible for, as well as draft proposals. Oh, sure. What we can do, grab my calendar link and reach out to me. I'm happy to sit down with you and figure out the fastest way to get where you want to go. We do app build outs. It depends on the complexity of the app. We'll give you some pricing after we get the actual requirements. If you want to do it yourself or start by doing it yourself, we offer training. We have different models of app building. If you do want to start with, hey, I want to try this on my own, just go to AppServer.ai. You can put in 5 prompts for free. Every time you put in a prompt, you can decide to upgrade to a paid model. The first level is $47 a month. You get 100 messages or prompts for $47 a month. That's our Spark program. You don't have to pay until you actually want to do it. Once you decide the app does what you want, you can publish it You can add your own domain and share it with anybody. As soon as you're on a paid model, you can host it. That's included in the $47. If you build a project and you're not actually going to use it, I suggest you put it to sleep. That means you won't get charged for your hosting or compute cycles. That's where you can put it to sleep here. Tell everybody about that because you don't want to get any unexpected bills for programs that you're no longer running or apps you're no longer running. Okay. This is where you decide if you're going to share it or not. And this is where you decide if it's a private project or a public project. And you just drop that in there. That's the shared link you would give to everybody. Or if you add your own domain name, you just share your domain name, and everybody you give that to can visit your app that is finished building. This is a little dashboard, and you go in here and add a workout. I did nothing today so far, treadmill, and I did not do 60 minutes. I did not do 45. It was brutal. Oh, add exercise, and you can just keep building on it, and so you get to wherever it is that you want to get. Save, and then it should show up here. Yep, 45 minutes. Just that easy. All right, so I think you guys got the idea. So I'll stop with this stuff. So calendar is in there. We have the video that we were working on. Let's go finish that so that I can give that to Frank. So I would, as I said, I would create more relevant kind of images, and you would do that in hyper-realistic. Project management company, this is about the company, and then a confident executive smiling at a clear, organized desk with a cup of coffee, depicting a productive morning. Again, we'll create a quick image here. The way that I would do this is I would use this tool here called Big Dream Generator. It creates business brief. If you have one you've already done, that's fine too. Then you take that business brief and you drop it into hyperrealistic. Same place that I did where I put in my tools before, where I said, give me some image ideas. A leader presenting a well-received strategic plan to colleagues. Let's see what that one looks like. Whenever you're doing this, you can be specific to a diverse group of colleagues. You want to be specific, or else AI is just going to give you a certain image. And in the case of AI, if it's pretty much always a white guy with a beard, because that's who programmed it. If you want something different, you have to tell it, or it gets trained on what you like. This is a good image. I like that. You could grab this one, download it as a PNG, whatever you want it to be. That's a decent image. We can definitely add that to your video. Let's see, an office of teams celebrating their success with high fives and laughter. All right, so we do the same thing here and tell it to go. And that way it'll generate another image we might be able to use in your video. Please go ahead and jump in at the 7 p.m. session tonight. And if you want to book a calendar call, please go ahead and book a calendar call. I'm happy to answer questions for anybody who has those kinds of questions. This is the platform that you can sign up to test out for a 7-day free trial. There is another new app that I want to show you. I showed you the business brief. We have done some serious upgrades to both the AI sales agent and to the lead. This is the AI sales agent called Lead Biz, and I don't remember if I've done a demo of this recently. If I have, just put in the chat, Danny, you did this recently. I can show you where you can either get started where you register. It's free to sign up, or you can log in if you already have an account. If I was in here, I could do a broadcast email, which is like an email blast. But the really fun and powerful feature is I can do a smart goal. A smart goal is where you tell the AI your overall goal, but you don't have to do all of the automation steps. Like if you use Go High Level, or some of these other ones, you have to do your specific steps. You give it a prompt, and if you come to my session this evening, I give you examples of how to create good prompts. The first thing we want to do is we want to set the context of what the AI is going to be doing. It's a highly trained AI sales assistant, good at working the problem of getting leads and keeping people interested. Then you tell it what it's going to do. We're going to invite people who previously came to my AI in 1 hour. So I'm going to target that group. And now it's time to get them back for the next chapter. Your mission is to invite them to the latest one. And then you give it the dates. For example, if I was going to do this for August 19th at 7 p.m., and I'm actually going to convert the name. Now the new one is called AI App in 1 hour. It's going to be happening tonight. And then you can put in the text that you're driving people to, the functionality of what you're inviting them to. For example, I was playing around with writing a new email script, and that went out actually today. I need the text version. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Too many notes. All right, so these are the titles. I'm gonna give it some titles to test too. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. All right, so we're gonna give them this content. Let me give it to you here so you can kind of see. And there we go. I got it. All right. I have the text. And we are here, AI 1 hour, classifying they're curious, AI app in 1 hour, Tuesday, August 19th. So that's all good. And then here are, let's go back a page. I accidentally clicked the enter button. Let's go back. Here we go. We were in here editing this one. Sorry, I accidentally tapped the enter button. That's what happened there. We're going to alternate these bullets. This is what makes it really unique and makes it function very well. You can give it some bullets and then it will effectively rotate them so that everybody doesn't get the same exact email. That's the magic. Everybody's going to get a different email, and that's going to create really high open rates. I'll show you some examples in just a second. Let me drop in this new email that I've been working on. Alrighty. Of course, I had AI help me write some new content for my new AppServer.ai is live. Here's what you can do with AI App Server, build a working app in an hour. It's giving it new content. I'm ready to try, and then it's going to give it a link of where I want the people to go to check out the new AI app, the new AppServer.ai. And your call to action is you inviting them to some training. We can grab the link for the latest training page here. I'm going to launch this one, let it run. We might as well. Let's go back to some of our links here. And we have ready to start. Oh, that's the free trial one. Yeah, we got to update that link too. You guys are seeing all of this stuff. What did I just do? Oh man, I think I just killed my session that I had. That is on me. User error, user error. I sure did. Wow. Let's try that again. Give me 1 second, folks. Let's go back in. I love technology. And you can't blame the technology for your errors, but you can still yell at the system. Let's log in, see where we left off. We have our dashboard. We were working on our new SMART goal. We had just copy pasted in the information, but we hadn't hit save yet. Yep, it did save it. All right, so it's already got that in there. Then the training link is the one we were about to change. So let's change that training link to the new one. Perfect. All right, we wanted to go to the new link. That shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. All right, so we have that one in there. We have a AppServer.ai. Perfect. That's going to the new places we want it to go. Now we're going to want to get rid of some of the old stuff because it's just a lot. We don't want to confuse too many things in here. We can try the template, and then we can tell it this is what they're going to learn. We're telling it to rotate some of these. We got some new things going on. And we point them to all of the right apps. Make sure all your links are pointing to the right place. Circle back to identify. Okay, cool. Add a make available. This is standard in the product anyway, but I want to be explicit. Do not send more than 3 emails to any one person. I want to make sure it does not keep sending emails forever. Only do this for the three. I'm telling it what I want. I'm not giving it exactly what I want it to do. I'm telling it this is the time to get them back excited. And then I'm telling it, oops, no. Why am I having trouble typing today? I'm telling it in general what I want it to say, and I'm telling it to alternate the bullet points so that it's not boring and that it keeps it active and good. I'm telling it specifically, here are a bunch of other bullets you can utilize. I can even go a step further and give it some ideas. Perfect. Let's edit this again. And I can tell it to alternate. I can actually go further and tell it, hey, yeah, use these subject lines. Take these numbers off so I don't confuse it. I had 10 of them, but the last 5 were the best. We'll just use these. All right. So now it knows that it can use these subject lines, and then you can put the unsubscribe and don't do it for more than 3 people. Now it knows what I want to do. I can pick a list who it's from. It's from me. And I can pick who I want it to go out from. I can actually have multiple sender email addresses. I can have a calendar where if I have a Google Calendar, I can have it point to me so that it will know my calendar and send it out. And then I can say, hey, automatically pick the targets. Or I could pick a list that I want it to use. I could pick a specific list. It's very flexible, and I can tell it how I want it to go. And then all I need to do is enable it, you know? Now this smart goal is enabled, so it's going to start sending these emails out to these people using the SMART goal. Let's do one more edit. I realized I wanted to change one more thing. You don't have to write all this out. If you want to, if you want to have the AI help you write a SMART list, a SMART goal, you can tell it the purpose of the event and give it information and say, create using this AI wizard, or you can browse your library of existing SMART goals. There's lots of different ways you can do this. What I want to take out some of this stuff. I don't need all of this anymore. I'll leave the bonus in there, and we'll also take that link out. Yep, we'll take out this too. Okay, perfect. I don't want to overwhelm. I don't want the emails to be too long. That's why I'm taking out that stuff. This is good. It should be short enough to get people's attention and good enough to get where we want to go. I think we're good there. That goal has been updated and it's ready to go. Let me show you some examples. I mentioned that I can show you some examples of where I have used this before we get off this call. Let me log into my old one and I'll show you some of the same things, but slightly different results. So you can see here, let me focus on what I wanted you guys to see. I have 3,000 contacts in this test here. You can see this one is inactive right now, so it's not sending out emails. I should show you the last one I did. This is the last one, I think. Sorry about that. Let me just do this. We had active goals, smart goals, and then this is the broadcast. I'll explain how this works in just a second. Perfect. This is the total contacts, the active ones and emails. If I go in here to conversations, this is what I wanted to show you. Let's do, yeah, there we go. This is what's fun is this is the purpose of this app, by the way, is that you come into the app, you tell it what you want to do. In this case, I was checking to see if people are happy with the BillBiz platform. And if they were happy, I wanted it so that they responded back that they were happy. This is the AI getting the response back from Denise. And then it essentially goes on to say, thank you, great, I'm glad you were happy. She mentioned specifically in her response that the Big Dream Generator is one of the things that she liked. It referenced that again, personalization on the response. I didn't write any of this, folks. And then you say to it, if you're interested, we'd love to offer you a one-on-one session. I told the AI if they send back a positive comment, ask them if they would like to meet with me. It sent it out on the 21st. She didn't respond. Sent it out on the 22nd. She didn't respond. 23rd. She finally responded, yes, I'm interested in a one-on-one and you can use my comments. Then it's connected to my Google Calendar. It started sending out dates for meetings. 23rd, she didn't respond. 24th, she didn't respond. 25th, finally she responded, yeah, we can meet. It sent out the dates again, updated the dates. And then she said, oh, I thought I sent you back an answer because it did it again, 3 more days, 26th, 27th. And she said, oh, I thought I sent it back. Now it's scheduled and it's good to go. I didn't even know this interaction had happened. I went back later to look at conversations where you can see what the AI is doing. You do want to keep an eye on it, but again, it will run on its own and do all of that. I'll pause here and see if anybody has any questions that I could answer. Any questions on AI, on lead generation, on anything that I've shown you so far? We're bouncing around a little bit today, but I wanted to show some new things for everybody. If I was doing this, I would do it again because I don't like the way he's hiding behind the sign. All right, so you can generate another image. This one is of a to-do list. We can grab another image while it's thinking about the other thing. Now we've got a couple of images. We can go back to the AI, Create AI Videos tool. We can go back into Frank's. Now we have some good stuff, not good stuff, but better that we can utilize because this is the to-do list one similar to what they had, but we want to change the Frank one again. I would upload the Frank image and drop that in there. For some of the other ones, we could upload a little bit more interesting. This is just my company, our company. Turns visions into, it would be good to have something that is more focused on, I like this one. It's not horrible. We can drop that one in there. Empower yourself with, because I like the project management stuff. This image is a little better for that project management type thing. And we want people to see themselves in the images, right? So you're going to want to strategic planning, empower yourself, transform communities, impact stakeholders, resources. This is a nice family picture, but it is not the particular goal of this thing here. So we'll use this one for that, and that is pretty good. The puzzle is okay. Empower yourself with executive coaching and leadership programs tailored for those who seek strategic direction. Let's see what the last image it did. It did pretty boring, but it's not a bad image, really, but it's pretty boring. But anyway, I think you guys get the point. Let me just finalize this video and then I'll drop it. You hit regenerate. It's going to generate the last couple of images we dropped in there, and I'll drop it in there. Thank you. I did forget to do that. Let's see if I can cancel this. Let's try that again. Damn it.
Discover how Whitfield Innovation Strategy Engagement Design.
Thank you. I totally forgot. That's a good catch. All right. But instead of waiting for it to do all of that, we'll just fix it. Company turns visionary. And we change this image to this one here. We improve, empower. That one was okay. We had maze. We changed. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back here. Empower yourself. By the way, the reason why I'm doing it this way is I would actually use, let's fix all of these so I don't forget again. All right. I would actually use the AI in the platform. There's one called AI Sales Coach. I would give it my business brief that I created in the Big Dream Generator. Then I would say to it specifically, write me a 90-second VSL or video sales letter, and it would give me the script. I would then post that text into here, and you would get better content and better images. But I did want to show you just using your URL, you can create a reasonably good one. It wasn't horrible, that kind of thing. All right, let's grab Frank here. And then this last one, what did we come up with? I think we had another image we liked. No, we might have used all of our images. I think that was all of our images. Okay, cancel. Visit our website to learn how why is D2. Oh, let's do this one. That one. It's a little dry. We would basically want to take that image and drop it into one of our other tools to make it really interesting. Oh, we go. All right, cool. It's not a horrible call to action. It's better to put the logo in there. Now you want the name. That didn't, they've learned why they should be interested in doing business with you. Then we drop the name in there so they can actually see it. All right, so Nikki Glazier, I will try to remember to get that to you. Michelle, if I forget, just ping me. Like I said, I'm building a really good app for her. It's going to do what I showed you, where it does the comparison, whether you're a good match or not. And then on top of that, it's going to allow you to help write a proposal as well. It'll do all of those steps. I think I've given everybody my contact information, but I'll do it again. We always go over a little bit. We have coming up in a couple of weeks some AI app training. I'll share that as well so that everybody has those links. You can get AI app certified. This is where you can go to sign up, and this will be coming up soon, September 4th.
What if I were to tell you that you can speak a mobile application into?
I'm part of the 1000X team. That's Terrence. And this is where you can get certified on AI app building. It's 2 days. Let me know if you're interested. Send me an email. I can get you a discount on this. I can get it down to $97 to be exact. If you're interested, just ping me and I'll send you the code to get it down to 97 bucks. Take a look at the link and see if you're interested first, and then I'll send you the link if you are. Okay? We were building the app. It should be done. There we go. It's done.
Discover how our company turns visionary concepts into reality with expert project management services. Empower yourself with our executive coaching and leadership development programs tailored for those who seek strategic direction. Unlock your organization's potential with our innovative staff training and strategic planning solutions that drive growth. Transform communities through impactful projects by engaging stakeholders and securing necessary resources. Founded by Frank Whitfield Wise, D2 brings unparalleled experience across nonprofit, government, and corporate sectors. Visit our website today to learn how Wise D2 can help you achieve your goals and secure your community's future.
Perfect. All right, let me grab the link here for you, Frank. I'll drop it in the chat. And let's go to the folder, grab the link, and there you go. You're good to go. Certainly, if you go into the platform or if you use a video editor, you can continue to build on it. There is one in the platform, but you can use whatever you use to make your own videos, Camtasia, Canva, whatever. So it's a lot of tools in the platform for doing that kind of thing. Hopefully this was a good session. We went a little over 10 minutes. Please follow up. Again, we'll do the 7 p.m. tonight, and then we'll also be working through a few things. Michelle, I have on my to-do list to get you that quote or proposal. We have way too many things in one day. So everybody on here, entrepreneurial, understand how it goes. Thanks for joining today. I'll see some of you tonight, and we'll continue to have some fun with AI. I'll do some more app building. We can have some fun with that. All right, everyone. Matter of fact, if you want me to build an app around something that you're doing, remind me this evening when I ask for ideas for an app to build. Have a good one. Bye-bye.